what is the best training program for most people? Because there is a lot, right? You can do push-pull legs, you can do upper lower, you can do full body, you can do like the bro split, you can do a body part split. There's just so many options. Out of all the programs, the best one for 90% of people was full body. Now I know this might ruffle a few feathers, but just hear me out. When I became a PT, I was like, yes, I get to train people like me that love to go to the gym. You soon realize when you become a PT, you don't really train a lot of people that like the gym or want to train in general. One of the hardest things as a personal trainer, and you might be like this too, is to get your clients to go to the gym consistently. And if you're like, oh, what? That's easy as, I love to go to the gym. You and I are the other 10% of the people. We love to go to the gym. We are the freaks, if you will. 90% of people don't want to come into the gym 4, 5, 6 days a week. 60-year-old Susie doesn't want to come in and do chest and triceps on Monday, back and biceps on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday. No, she has got other priorities in her life. Like Susie, the other 90% of the population might only be able to make it to the gym 1, 2, or 3 days throughout the week. If they were on a bro split and they could only come into the gym twice that week, then they've had chest and triceps, let's say back and biceps. What about your legs? I should take a good look at myself in the mirror. Maybe I've been doing too much bro split and not enough full body. Then they're gonna have to wait till next week and they might just start back at chest and triceps and back and biceps again. And then again, miss them legs. But if I was doing full body, at least if I've come in twice, I've pretty much hit everything twice. Even if I only came into the gym once, I've pretty much trained every muscle group in my body. I've sent a signal to all the muscle groups in my body that I've trained. At least way I can retain muscle in every muscle group. That is just one of the arguments why full body is the best. And if you want a full body workout that'll help you build muscle and lose weight, there is one in the description. And there is also free workouts in there for you too. Now, if you're a beginner or someone that's taken some time off and coming back into training, this is where I also love full body. We've all been there where we've done a leg workout where we've just come back into training. And then we just go to sit down on the toilet or to the chair and we're like, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna come out of this chair. You can't get out because you're just so sore from that leg workout. Now this way with full body, let's say we come 3 days a week. We can spread out that workout. Let's say we did 5 exercises or 6 exercises on that leg workout. That's quite a lot. But we're gonna do like two leg workouts in those 3 days. So you're spreading out the load throughout the whole week. You're still doing the same amount of like legs. Maybe you can even do more because you're spreading it out, but we'll talk about that at another time. But you're spreading out that load so you're not gonna be so sore the day after. You're gonna be still a little bit sore, don't get me wrong, but just like, you're not gonna be crippled compared to if you just did straight legs that first time back. And you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say here? It's just good that way. And also, if you like training legs or you like training a certain body part, you get to do it every workout. And this can also help with your consistency because if you've got a muscle group that you always like to train in your training program, that way you're gonna look forward to your training more often. Whereas you're like, oh, I have to do arms today, damn it. Said no guy ever. But sometimes women don't like to train arms, but if it was like a mix between arms and legs, you can be like, oh yeah, I got a bit of legs in there, I can look forward to that. You see what I'm saying? So it's also other things other than just like the performance wise. Because as a personal trainer, you have to think outside the box sometimes. Just because something is more optimal doesn't always mean it's going to be better. Let's say you can't get your client to do that thing that is optimal, then it's going to be worthless. You need to get your client to do something that they can be consistent at. That's going to trump any optimal way of training. And my last thing is if you're going to the gym more than once and you're doing full body, you're at least sending the body a signal to grow or retain that muscle more than once. There's studies showing more frequency on a muscle is better for building and retaining muscle rather than thrashing it just once a week. So at least if you're going to the gym and you're doing full body and you only go twice, is sending that signal at least twice. You go 3, that's great. Maybe if you're training and you do 4, 5, 6 days a week, then I would look at doing like maybe upper lower, like push-pull legs, something like that. Because you've got more days in the week and you're going more frequently there anyway. But on the other hand, if you've been doing those training splits for ages or you've been doing like a bro split, even doing like a full body 5-day a week works. It is a little bit harder to program than it is like, oh yeah, today I'm gonna do back. And you can just do all these different back exercises. It's a little bit more harder program appropriately for full body than it is just for like a split. But if you want a full body program, remember there is one in the description. Or you can do some like one-on-one training with me too. If you live in New Zealand, we can do personal training in my gym. But the program that is best for you, and this trumps anything I just said, is the program that you can stick to consistently. Any program done consistently is better than the perfect program like designed, if that makes sense. Yeah, so anything you can do consistently is just gonna trump any perfectly designed program, because consistency is the key. And if you want to keep learning about health and fitness, and if you haven't subscribed, please do watch one of these videos up here.